guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm here with another book review, another month, another 7 lovely books to review for you guys. 6 out of 7 of these are Christmas related because your girl is 100% the type that gets ready for Christmas on November 1st. Like, my room is decorated, the Christmas music is playing, we're wearing like a Merry Christmas sweater. With that being said, Hallmark movies are my love language. So cheesy, predictable Hallmark Christmas production in book form is like heaven to me. I absolutely love. This is 100% biased because I refuse to give a Christmas book lower than 4 stars because it's everything that I want. It's festive and it's cheesy and it's cringy and it's mushy and it's predictable, but we love that. That's why we're here, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, let's just start. The first book I read was the only non-Christmas book, and it was Love and Gelato, which I'm sure you've heard about. I heard lots about it. I'd put it on hold like months ago, but it just took forever to like come to my library and get to me because so many people wanted it, but it was worth the wait. It was so amazing. Like, it had so many good components to it. I am looking at my notes, and my notes are like little key points, so I apologize if this is all like mumble jumbled, but my notes are all mumble jumbled. So I wrote down that it referenced Olive Garden, which just respects up. Like, you automatically get bonus points for that. I absolutely love Olive Garden. That was really nice to read. It was basically about this girl who went to Italy to live with her dad. Yeah, her dad, which, spoiler, ended up maybe not being her dad. She ended up going there to like get to know him because she was like ripped apart from him, like their parents split, and so she never knew her father. So as like a teenager she went to Italy because he lived there to like get to know him, and then she just ended up finding a love interest. So it was like super cute. There was a tiny bit of a love triangle for like 2 seconds, but it was honestly just really cute. Like, it was a perfect amount of romance and then a perfect amount of like mystery, trying to find out who her father was. I'd say it was a complete 50-50. I mean, it's called Love and Gelato and there's definitely romance in it, but I very much thought that it was a lot of her trying to uncover this mystery, so I think it would adhere to both romance lovers and mystery lovers. I also love that like the ending was super. I wrote that it had a feel-good ending, so I'm not even really remembering the ending, but apparently it was a feel-good ending, and I loved that it took place in Italy because I want to go to Italy myself. It's one of my top like vacation spots, so it gave me kind of like a glimpse as to like what it's like, and I know that that's going to be like exactly what it's like. Like, I will find a lover, I will be getting all these cute Italian boys, so don't even come for me and be like, that's not what it's really like, Lexi. Like, I think it is. I think it is. I did watch the Netflix movie, which I think was like a Netflix original. It was really low budget. The actors were not great. I much preferred the book, but my dad really seemed to enjoy it. Like, my dad was just like gasping at like the mystery. I'm like, I already know what's happening because I read it after the book. Or frick, I watched it after I read the book. I would definitely say the book was better. And I gave the book 4.5 stars. Super good, highly recommend. The next book was the first Christmas book that I read, and we started off with a bang, you guys. This next one was 10 Blind Dates, and the chapter layout was just genius. So it was basically where this girl had decided not to go on like her family vacation because she had a boyfriend, and she was like, well, I can spend time with him. Who wants to go with their family when they can be at home for a few weeks with their boyfriend, right? Well, her boyfriend ended up breaking up with her, and so her friends had kind of like gathered to force her on 10 blind dates. Each one of her friends and family had assigned her with like a different boy and a different date idea for each day leading up until Christmas. So she wanted a different blind date for 10 days up until Christmas, and each chapter was a date. So I loved that. I thought it was absolutely brilliant, and I don't even know why, it just had me so hooked. I was like, wait, I want to read about this. Wait, I want to read about this date. Like, ooh, yeah, like, I don't know. It was just so fun, the idea of it. And some of the dates were like super adorable, like festive, cute couple Christmassy date things. And then some of the other ones were just like a bust, you know, like some of them were there for humor to make it kind of funny. So I just overall I really liked it. It ended exactly how I wanted. It was festive. It was funny. 10 out of 10. Absolutely 5 stars. The best book I've read in a little bit. Definitely the best book of the month. Okay, the next book was One Way or Another, and this one again had a very cool chapter layout. So it was basically like this girl who was the most indecisive person ever. But she was stuck between two lives. One where she would go to her friend's cabin, but she had a crush on her friend. And then the other was she had this opportunity to go to New York and like be that like independent girl and like make her dreams come true. So she was like, what do I do? Like, once a lifetime opportunity, or like go to my crush's cabin for Christmas, you know? Really hard decision, clearly. But no, the chapters were like Fate 1 was the whole cabin story, and then it would do like the same time, the same day in Fate 2, so her in like New York. So you really got 2 stories for one, and I was worried with that there would only be 50% romance, because I was like, well, when she's in New York, she'll be like an independent woman. But no, she ended up finding a little love interest in New York. So it was just like double the romance. It was great. Super unique. Like, I love different book kind of like layouts like that. I love when they're different and you don't see that a lot. I absolutely adored the ending. It ended exactly how I wanted again. And the trope was friends to lovers. I actually hate that trope. I don't like that at all. But whatever, Lexi. It was like a fun little romance. I wasn't like, frick, I hate this. Like, no, I absolutely loved it in the moment. It's just definitely not my favorite. But overall, I did end up giving this one 4.5 stars. The next one was Kiss Me in New York. This one was super short. It was like 200 and something pages, so I was like, great, I'll finish it in like a day or two. It took me so long to finish. It's not like I read a chapter a day and it took forever, but it's like I didn't want to like pick it up. Like, it took me a while to get into, you know. Once I got into it, I finished it rather quickly. But I also may have been in like a bit of a reading slump because I am reading like 7 books a month, and that's just like not normal. So maybe I just wasn't feeling like reading that week. But I will say it wasn't the greatest. The idea was there. These 2 people had both gotten broken up with right before Christmas, and they met in like an airport, and this girl's flight had gotten massively delayed because of like a storm. And so him and the girl found this book that was like 10 steps to get over your ex. Since they both just had newly gotten broken up, they decided to like go through the book together. Like, The Sun Is Also a Star, it was set all in one day, which is maybe why I couldn't get into it. Maybe I like the variety. Like, when it's just one day, I feel like it can get kind of like boring. Like, I want more. I want like a timeline. I want like progression. It also was a like boy versus girl chapter layout. Like, it would be the girl's point of view and then the boy's point of view, which I absolutely love those types of books. That's about all. The ending, however, was so adorable. It was so cute, so that like made up for it, and it made it absolutely worth it. And overall, I gave it 4 stars. The next one is The Holiday Swap. Okay, this one was about 2 girls who swapped lives and ended up finding love. And then, oh no, now we have these little lovers and we're like different people, and how are we gonna tell them that like I'm not actually this girl, I'm this girl, and we swapped, and oh, they're gonna break up with me because like how could I be so dishonest? Like, oh my gosh. You know, like, it's like the Princess Switch. Is it called the Princess Switch? I think it is. On Netflix, where they like swap her and her twin. But I love that movie, so it was great. Reading it, I was like, this is 5 stars. Like, this is so good. I read it super quickly, I think in like 2 or 3 days. I really genuinely adored it. It was like double the romance because it was 2 girls who fell in love with people. But the ending, okay, there was like like the ending, and then there was an epilogue. Is that how you say it? Where they just like add on another like chapter. Usually it's like set in the future, don't read that. Like, literally just end it there, because that was the most cheesy thing I've ever read in my life, and it literally bumped it down to 4.5 stars for me. Endings are 50% of the book in my opinion, and when you don't have an amazing, adorable, jaw-dropping ending, I can't give you 5 stars. So I ended up giving it 4.5. I couldn't give it 5 stars. Like, looking back, compared to 10 Blind Dates, like, it was not up there. It was very entertaining, very interesting. Next one, we're actually coming down. I'm making these videos shorter and shorter every time. I'm not so rambly jambly. The next one is In a Holidays. This one was super spicy, I will say. All of these so far have been like no spice, because that's what I like and that's what I like search when I'm trying to find books, but apparently someone missed the memo here, because this was spicy, not like too overly insane, but you could just always skip the pages. There was really only one scene and you could easily just skip it. Besides that though, it was very good. It was a love triangle between brothers actually, and it ended how I wanted, which I have a like love-hate relationship. Half of me is like so happy when that happens, but the other half of me is like, I want to be mad. Like, I want to be disappointed. Is that weird? Even the summer I turned pretty, I'm team Conrad and she ended up with him, and I'm like, why couldn't I have been team Jeremiah and experienced that heartbreak? I'm freaking weird. Anyways, it was just a cute little love triangle, and the whole like In a Holidays element was she kept reliving like the same couple days over and over, and it was some cheesy little thing like she kept reliving those days until she found happiness, and then she would like think that something was happiness, and then she would like go back in time and she would be like, wait, I thought I found it, but the actual happiness was like trusting herself, like some dumb crap like that. But that was just like a little side element to it. I was just focusing 100% solely on the romance, which was great. So I did give it a 4.5 stars, just because it was very like romance content filled, and not even just in like the spicy scene, like just overall it was like that nice, like descriptive in like a appropriate way. I hate myself. All I Want for Christmas. This one was very elementary writing. This I'd say would be for like a 6th grader. It was pretty elementary. There was absolutely no spice in it, because I've said before, I like spice, not like too much spice. This one was like for a 6th grader. Like, it did not have anything. Like maybe one kissing scene. Oh my god, now that I'm thinking about it, there was for real one, and they didn't know. Actually, no, I'm sure this was written for like a 4th grader. Oh yeah, it was like before I knew it, his lips were on mine, and then the chapter ended, and then the beginning of the next chapter was like, it took me a while to realize what just happened, like we kissed. Maybe I should like read reviews about these actually, so I'm not reading like 2nd grade books, but I'm not complaining. I like them because they're just cute little romances. There was a love triangle. There was a Kelly Clarkson reference, which I love her, so we love that. And it ended not how I wanted. I was just thinking after the last book, I was like, I want one to end the opposite way, and then this one did, and I was like, yes. Now, I was about to give this one like 3 stars. I was like, this is not it at all. And then there was a cute plot twist. Not even cute, that's not the right word. Just like, yeah, innocent. Like a nice, innocent little plot twist that had my jaw dropped. So I concluded by giving it 4 stars, but I like don't really recommend. I mean, it's like if you want just like a fun quick read, it was like 200 pages. If you want a quick little read, absolutely. If you're gonna like pour your heart and soul into this, if you want something more mature, then no. I did enjoy every minute of it, don't get me wrong. So yeah, that is all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Anyways, I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.